Hi, my name is Ed Keeble. I'm a software developer from Calgary, Alberta, and I'm going to demo a game called Center. Center is an indirect control game in which you influence aspects of an ecosystem by performing physical rituals. So you draw shapes in the air with your hand, and if you draw them in the correct sequence, you enact these rituals which have a specific effect on the environment. So, for example, you can create clouds, you can cause the wind to shift, and you can cause the clouds to release their moisture, and by doing all of that, you can control the plant life within this little world. And by controlling the plant life, you can have an effect on the animal life. And so your basic goal within Center is to sort of survive, to maintain a balance within this ecosystem for as long as possible. And that gets progressively harder as more animals are born and as predators start to emerge for the animals that are already there. So that's the basic idea, and I'm gonna take you through a really quick demo of it to give you an idea of exactly how it works. Okay, welcome to the Center demo. I'm just gonna walk you guys through the tutorial and see a little bit about how this game works. So just raise our right hand here and get the game started. Okay. So the basic idea with this game is you're trying to control this environment. You control aspects of the environment, basically the weather, by drawing shapes in the air with your hand. So you perform these physical rituals, and each ritual has a certain effect. So we're going to try out a few of these shapes just to make sure we got them down. So we've got a circle and then an X, and this hourglass shape as well. So all of the rituals are made up of a combination of those three shapes. So now we'll just try out one of these rituals, which is the cloud generation ritual. And the basic idea here is you need clouds to release rain in order to make plants grow and keep the ecosystem in balance. So 1, 2, 3 circles, and clouds have emerged from the water. These cost mana. You can see the mana meter in the top right there. So you can see each of the rituals that's listed there has a certain cost. Now this is the first animal in the game. This is Rebecca. And she's going to eat this tree. And she can eat that tree, but it's the only tree in the world right now. So, but there are deer on every continent, so I need to get more trees onto the other continents. And the way I do that is by spreading the seeds from those trees. And as you can see sort of in the tutorial here, you do that by sending wind. So I can zoom out by pulling back. I can zoom in by pushing in with my left hand, and I go left to rotate counterclockwise and right to rotate clockwise. So now I have control. Okay, so Center's a game that's really meant to be played pretty slowly, but I'm going to try to demo a few things for you here pretty quickly, just a few of the really basic concepts of the game. So the first one is, how do you get more trees? You've only got one tree, you need more because you need to keep the other animals alive. And the way you do that is by spreading the seeds of the one tree that you do have. So to do that, you need to do two things. One is you need to blow the seeds out of that tree with the wind, and then you need to water them with rain. So the first thing we'll do is we'll get some wind going here. So I'll just execute the wind ritual. And now I can focus here with my hand. I hold my hand steady, and it'll build up power for the wind. So swipe it in the direction I want it to go, and you can see this seed blew out of the tree there. Actually, a couple of seeds, so that was good. And now I need to drop some rain on it, and in order to do that, I need to generate clouds, because that's where rain comes from, obviously. So I've created some new clouds, and they'll be coming out of the ocean or the water. So I'm actually on a pretty big continent here, but you can see down on the right there's a cloud. So to get that over here, I'm going to need to create some more wind to blow that cloud over. And this time I'm going to go the opposite direction. I don't really need much because it's a cloud, it doesn't really have any mass, so now I'm just going to get my rain ritual ready. So I just need to do another circle to activate it, and I just want to make sure that I'm activating it roughly over top of the seeds here so that they get some good moisture. And that'll activate it, so I think I got it there. I'll just zoom in. Have a look, yeah. So that's good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at is how mating works in Center. Basically, what you need are a male and a female, and they have to be of a minimum age, and they also have to have a minimum amount of health. So in order to have the animals mate successfully, they actually need a food source. They'll usually be able to mate right off the bat when the game starts. They'll have enough health, but as the game progresses, they're going to slowly lose health, and then they won't be able to produce offspring anymore. But you can see these two are going to mate. They're quite excited about it. So there you go, Wayne and Wilhelmina. And now they've got a little baby deer by the name of Ryan, it looks like. So that's all good, but at this point Ryan won't be able to mate because offspring start with too little health to produce more offspring. So we need to get a food source over here if we want them to actually continue reproducing, otherwise Ryan's going to be at the end of the line.